Good morning, traders, and this is your DAX daily review. So, starting off on the weekly, you can see we had another green bar here. Now, the concerning thing for me right now is the oscillator is pretty much gone into flat line at the moment. This is the Williams percentage R, and that is horribly overbought. We are so far from the alligator at the moment. We're far from moving averages. So this squirt to the upside here is worrying me. I'm looking a little bit tired, so I would prefer to wait for a pullback. And right now, that pullback is somewhere around this area here, which is 11,850. Okay, so that's kind of what will give me a warm fuzzy feeling before I'm looking for a long entry. If we look at the daily, you can see the trend is pretty much very strong to the upside. Okay, we had diversions on lower time frames, but at this stage, looking at this is an extremely strong uptrend, and you should be looking for longs, and that's all you should be looking for. Even though everything is warning that you are horribly overbought, when you see this, what you want to do is just switch down to your lower time frames, trade off them, and take profit often. Okay, so if we were long down the bottom here, in this kind of area, we'd be looking for longer term longs, and you can see how well that's worked out. Okay, there is a gentle measured move here that's still probably playing out, which is there. Okay, so I mean this measured move would play to 12,635. If I just come to the hour, sorry, let's just start with the 4 hour. You can see 4 hour, it's kind of messy, but there are buyers here. Look at the size of these tails here. So there's buyers stepping in, and they've been stepping in pretty much anywhere. It hasn't really picked a level to step in. You can see oscillator is eased off ever so slightly on the 4 hour, but it's still pretty messy for me. I mean, I'm not really interested in a long at that level. I want to see a pullback before I even look at a long. Okay, now you can see we had a pretty big gap down here during the trading day on Friday, and then immediately the buyers stepped in as soon as we came back down at this area. So I'm kind of expecting more the same, and I think the easiest way to do this right now is going to be, you see how messy it becomes on the 1 hour. So here are your fractal levels. There's one, there's the first one, and there's the next one. Okay, so fractal level to the downside is 12,318, and fractal level to the upside is 12,336. Those are the areas that I'm watching. This does concern me, and this concerns me even more. Look at this. See how the awesome oscillator is just meandering down, and then on Friday you can see there's just zero. We're just hovering around the zero line, just no momentum at all. That does worry me a little bit. There's many ways to look at this. Could be seen as a bit of a channel. If we break below this, then we're going to see a revisit to the downside here. And then if we break the upside, we're going to see at least an attack of this previous high here, I would say. Okay, so these tails here in this area plus this pin bar are fairly worrying for me right now. So I'm not really keen to be long this market. Okay, want to see a better pullback, and this indecision day on Friday is another concerning factor. So we haven't really had, except for when was this? Except for this rally here, we haven't really done anything else in 3 days or 2.5 days. Okay, so yeah, so my view is, the trend is up. We should be trading long, but I'm very cautious about taking a long up here. I want to see a deep pullback before I start looking at longs from a swing perspective anyway. So we'll have to wait and see what happens today. There was some good data on coming out of China this weekend, so that may impact what's going on here. But yeah, looking at this, I think I'm going to sit with my hands in my pockets. I've already got a trade on the Dow, which in my view is a 50-50 trade anyway. So that's, we see if that one takes off, then I may come and look at the DAX. But for now, I really want to see a deeper pullback or a longer consolidation. So another couple of days of consolidation, and then start looking for a breakout of a direction. Okay, but for me at the moment, this is messy. You could be seeing this as a rounding bottom, but that's very rare at the top of a move. So could argue that there's a head and shoulders forming here as well. We could also argue that there's a channel breakout, and that channel breakout is pretty much over there. So I want to see a pullback down to this area and then an entry long. Okay, anyway, summary is I want to be long, not from this level that we're at now. I want to see a deeper pullback or a longer consolidation before a breakout. Ideally, what I'll be looking for in the hour is the Williams percentage R to be grouped in the -80 area, like there or there. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Then I'll look for a level and then look for that long. But at this stage, I think I'm staying out of this. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps you somewhat, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.